What is going on, my mad people? It's time to review RWBY Volume 4, Episode 2. And I gotta say, we got some giant character development between Weiss and, of course, Jaune. So, let's break this down. I'm gonna start with Weiss first, because Jaune seems to be more important, but I'm gonna start with Weiss first. Weiss is in her house. It's very, of course, gigantic mansion, but however, there's barely no one in it. The thing I never understand about rich people is why buy such a giant building with so little people in it? Like, where's the maids? Where's all the butlers? Well, at least sometimes there's at least a few butlers, but tons of maids. So where's all the maids at? See all the structure, all these instruments, pianos, and statues. But you don't see no one cleaning anything. Everything's just quiet and empty. What a boring house to be in. No matter how beautiful it is, it's kind of dead. Like you go into a museum, an empty museum house, and you see nothing in it, and everything stayed in place. Kind of boring life. I can see why Weiss wouldn't want to be there. But we discover that she has a brother. She has a brother, and he seems a bit off. It appears that he does not like Winter, but however, he does respect her. So people need to understand there's a difference between respect and liking someone. For instance, I can hate this person, but I completely hate them, and that's just how it is. So now, however, I remember from episode 1 of volume 4, there's this thing going on about people saying that there's a possibility that there is an infantryman, or they're in infantry when that Watts is talking to. And I believe the infantryman is inside of the Schnee company. And I believe it's someone that we're going to see immediately within the show. And that is between the butler, probably not, or the brother. These are just stupid accusations automatically, but I'm just going to call it before anyone else does, just in case. Next, there is finally the father. We can only see how the father speaks. In a way, he's selfish. He's spiteful. This dude doesn't want to help out Iron One because things happened to him in the past, and he's just mad about it. Instead of trying to move on for the sake of the country, he's just doing it for the sake of himself. Now, the idea he has to get the people back on his side is brilliant, and that is to do a charity foundation and have Weiss sing there. In my opinion, this is a brilliant idea, because Weiss was there and she was fighting, and she is representing Atlas in a way, and she knew what went down. If anyone could tell him what really happened, Weiss could do it. And her singing could help and bring people together. But however, Weiss doesn't like it. Well, she's being forced to do these things without permission. But in a way, I do agree on that. But in a way, it's still a good idea nonetheless. Her singing would really help out people a lot. So, that's the end of that. Besides the accusation I have, there's somebody who's giving out information to Watts within the Schnee company. That's all I can say for now. Now move on to the meat and sauce. Well, the meats, because that was the sauce of this episode. And that is with Jaune. They go on to a village where Jaune used to go to, but however, it is destroyed by bandits, and then Grimm came along. And only one person died. And this settles in, because now we're starting to see more and more people die this time within RWBY. And it's being witnessed in front of RWBY and the gang. And it's selling in them that this is reality. This is the real world. This is not school anymore. This is stuff that we're going to see occasionally within the life of a hunter and huntress. That you're going to see a lot of death. You cannot always win every battle if you're not careful, or if your opponent is way too stronger than you to handle. This stuff is going to happen, and they need to prepare for that as time goes by. It's a big pill to swallow, but they'll have to do it eventually. Now, finally, it's with Jaune. The thing I'm fearing right now is that they bring Para back. The reason why I don't want Para back is because it destroys character development. When you bring a character back from the dead, and it helps someone else to develop after they died, it kind of sucks. It's like something that Hiroshima does on Fairy Tail too often, where you think someone's dead or they did die, and they come back, and it just feels like all that character development was for nothing, because they're back, so everything's okay, so they kind of revert to their old ways. So that's what I like about when characters come back alive. No matter how much we love them, I like to see some characters dying sometimes. Not because to see him die, but to see another character progress throughout the story. And there's a lot of people getting at me lately saying, oh, you're just being like that. No, I believe that someone's death can make people grow stronger or weaker. It changes them. It makes the plot better. It sinks in some realism into it. And RWBY is that life is not a fairy tale, but that's why you gotta do what you can to make it the best as it is. So anyways, besides that, for some reason, RWBY is having voices of Pyrrha crying out Jaune's name. And somehow, do you believe in destiny? This is probably some foreshadowing of Jaune having this bigger purpose in all this. RWBY may be the guardian, but is she the hero of this story? I believe RWBY, we all know RWBY's the guardian, but the question is could Jaune be the hero of the story? Could he be the one to actually save the day and be the icon that everyone looks up to? Besides that is the memes are alive in this one. The memes are freaking alive. What I mean by that is, a while ago on this Tumblr site called Dumb RWBY, there's this meme comic where everyone's like saying they miss Pyrrha, but RWBY's like, don't worry, she's inside of me. Inside your heart? No, inside my lungs. And as you can see, Pyrrha is in a way inside RWBY. The meme exists. The meme is alive. It is real. So yes, Pyrrha is somehow inside RWBY voices or whatever spirit or the dust, wherever it is inside RWBY, and she's hearing voices about Pyrrha crying out Jaune's name. Now here it comes and sinks into sadness. You see Jaune training of a recording of Pyrrha telling him what to do while training. He listens to this, I believe, every single day at night. Imagine you having to hear that tape over and over again. And isn't this all the only thing you have of her voice and reality? And is this. This is the sinking in of Jaune's sadness of losing her. Jaune has been losing a lot of things throughout this show. And seeing Pyrrha gone is the worst of the worst. And it's just sinking in, and it's just sad. And nonetheless, he pulls through, he continues to train and get better and better. That's why I call character development. If Pyrrha comes back, it would be meaningless. People want Pyrrha to come back because they like her and that's it. And I just don't think it's good enough. To me, it's called BS story writing. And a lot of people don't like that. But if she does, I'll be kind of disappointed. But if she doesn't, that's good, actually, in a way. But yes, that's what we got from this episode. It was very character-driven between Jaune and Weiss. Mainly Jaune. Because of course, we knew about his sisters and how they used to treat him like a girl, so he got his own tent and everything. But in the end of the day, it was a great episode. I love it. No fighting needed. It just needed some good development. And I like that. You can always get that inside a good episode. So that's all I got for this. I hope you guys enjoy. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, share if you could. I'll be much obliged. This is Madcrownxox, signing out.